Okay, time for some man time. One of the biggest issues that people have with politics is people have a childlike perception of what politics is, of what politics does, and what can possibly be in politics. Translation: most individuals believe politics, politicians, and who they call their leaders to be their parent figure, to be their father and or mother figure, when that is not the case. In fact, your politician is not supposed to be your leader. Your politician is supposed to be your representative. And you don't know the difference if you don't know the difference. A leader is someone who is making decisions for you, much like your father and mother makes decisions for you. Your representative is a person who is touting, who is pushing, who is working on your decision. That makes you the father and or the mother. That makes you the parent and the politician, the child figure. But if you don't know that, you don't know that. Next, it is impossible for any type of politics, for any type of negotiation, for any type of structure, for any type of system, for anything to be implemented without there being some type of problem or issue. It is impossible. It is an impossibility. Just as it is impossible for a parent to have a fuck up child and a do right child, and for that parent to treat both children equally. It is impossible. Yet, because most parents who have a fuck up child and a do right child try their best to treat both children equally, this is why we believe that there is a possibility that there can be anything without problem, without issue. Show you what I mean. Any decision that you make, any decision that anyone makes, you're always giving up something. No matter what the cost, no matter what the reason, no matter what it is, every time you make a choice, every time you make a decision, you're making a choice and you're making a decision to get rid of something, to turn your back on something, to do something else other than that something. Do you understand? If your father and your mother are separate, you can't live with your father and live with your mother on the same day at the same time. You're going to have one place that you are at one time, and you can be at the other place at another time, but you cannot live at the same place or at both places at the same time. You cannot clean two homes at the same time. You cannot sweep the floor, mop the floor. You cannot clean the tub and clean the sink and clean the toilet. You cannot vacuum the rug in two houses at once. Which means when you make a decision to be at whichever house you decide to be in or to be at, or which parent to be with, you are choosing against the other. This is automatic. If you choose to have a better life, but you live in the fucking slums, you are choosing to turn your back on the slums. However, most of us try to stick in the slums and stay in the slums and be with the people from the slums and have a better life. And that shit never works. No man can have two masters or love two masters, for he will love the one and hate the other. Do you see? So when it comes to politics, you're not choosing a president. You're not choosing a governor. You're not choosing a senator. You're not choosing a junior senator. You're not choosing a congressman. You're not choosing a mayor. You're not choosing whomever to do everything and there not be anything that you don't like, that somehow, some way you can have a decision made, you can have a choice made, you can have them represent you in any way, and everything goes your way. It is impossible. It is an impossibility. This means we have to grow the fuck up and learn how to lose something. We have to choose what and how we lose. Everybody wants to choose the win, but you don't realize that when you're choosing the win, you're also choosing what and how and who you lose. You cannot reside in heaven and reside in hell at the same time. It does not work that way. You cannot love God and love Satan at the same time. It does not work that way. You cannot serve two different things at the same time. The reason I'm telling you this is we're so busy fighting over political parties, and we're so busy paying attention to what we don't like that we're not paying attention to the people of both or all parties and what they are doing, what they are pushing for, so that we can decide not what we like, but what is best. Because we don't know how to think like anything other than children, we don't make decisions. We don't think. We don't feel. We don't negotiate like adults. But what do I know? Maybe I'm just an asshole. Anywho, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And please, if you disagree, tell me how. Show me how. Because your words will mean nothing without action. And until that time, man time out.